presented or submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM, The Boss, and affiliates.
It's the Real Estate U Show, where we take your typical real estate show and chuck it out the window. Motivating, inspiring, and educating, with a laugh or two along the way. Every week we bring you the latest happenings in real estate, new construction, and mortgage lending for both residential and commercial. And now, live, this is Real Estate U.
Happy Saturday. It's the Real Estate Use Show Day. Live streaming at radiotheboss.com, the Boss Global Live Worldwide Network, realestateyouShow.com. Real Estate U Show is brought to you by Platinum One Properties, creating the standard in real estate representation, buying, selling, and leasing here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific time. Today's topics are new construction, market challenges, Perry Homes and Lakes of Creekside, online listing guide, Realtors Corner with Dina, new home communities, Mac Blankenship, he of the I am not going to give you a loan with forbearance. No, that's just it's so much more. That's wrong, dude. Okay, whatever. RAU Nationwide, text questions at 800-297-9883. That's 800-297-9883. We have our affiliates and alliances in San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Ohio, Michigan, Florida, Virginia, New York, California, Nevada, Arizona, New Jersey, Louisiana, Georgia, Illinois, District of Columbia, Maryland, South Carolina, North Carolina,
Alabama.
I don't say the A word. Pennsylvania, Washington, Oregon, and Tennessee. Now, our studio always includes industry leaders and knowledge that's incomparable in the marketplace. Real Estate U is about real estate, mortgages, new construction, commercial real estate, and finance, and the entrepreneurs which drive our economy. I'm joined by a very esteemed award-winning real estate broker, Dina Salazar of Platinum One Properties. Hey, Dina. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
How's everybody doing?
You're hanging around, just hanging around. Just
disgruntled.
Yeah. This is my job.
The typical.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can learn more about the amazing Platinum One Properties team at PlatinumOneProperties.com. And we also have the guru of mortgage, Mac Blankenship of First Community Credit Union. There was no cheers. Good. Okay. Our hosts of contributors include Eden Vick of Finance of America Commercial, Vicky Cheers of RM Funding, Kim Gooley of Builder Boost, Tristan Sutton of Tristan Sutton Consulting, and Brandon Days of Osborne Advisors. Today's guests, later in the show, we're going to have Jordan Smith of Goosehead Insurance, as well as Claudia De Silva of CB&A Realtors, and for the first hour, we have the lovely Nikita, I don't have 13 names, Jones, of the Big 12 Agent Group and Keller Williams Professional. What? We got more stuff. It's not my fault.
What do you think of that intro? You shake your head, right? Roll your eyes. That's what I would do. I just kind of roll my eyes like, oh my God.
Real Estate U, the world's only 2-hour DBM-hosted multimedia real estate show. And that's right. The world's only one.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And DBM is?
Disgruntled Black Man. Okay. Our weekly goal is to educate, inspire, and motivate. Class is now in session. You can listen to our previous shows on the realestateyouShow.com website and our associated podcasts. Each week we go on a real estate culture trip.
Here we go.
Via cities of the week in Texas, United States, and internationally. Okay? Because our goal is to expose you to opportunities worldwide. This is what we do. So we're going to start nationally this time. Okay? Nationally. So I have a property available. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,842 square feet, available for $315,000 in Slick Poo, Idaho. Slick Poo, Idaho.
So I'm just going to kind of guess on how to spell poo.
Slick Poo.
But when I think of poo, I'm thinking Winnie.
No.
No?
Not that poo. That poo got an H on there, though. Okay. And we got Slick Poo, Idaho.
Oh, my goodness.
Fact check.
It really does exist.
Slick Poo,
Lord,
Idaho.
have mercy. And it's in Idaho.
Yeah. Now we know how he got his name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Slick Poo.
imagine you're going to tell us.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with a fresh cow patty in the pasture you might step in. This Lewis County city in Idaho is named after a man named Josiah Slick Poo, who helped Idaho's infamous Father Cataldo expand his Jesuit mission across southern Idaho by providing a building site for Cataldo's church. Thereby, you have Slick Poo, Idaho.
A.K.A.
Thank you
Joe
for that
Slick.
education.
Yeah, there you are. Now,
Who knew?
are on the culture trip. So you still on the bus?
No, we can't get off for hostages.
Yes, on the bus. We're going to go to international now. I have a property available with 6 residential homes on it on the Bar and Ghost Ranch on 6,000 acres, which includes a trout pond, a private lake with water springs, for $42.5 million US dollars in head smashed in Buffalo Jump, Canada.
What the hell kind of name is that?
Head smashed in Buffalo Jump, Canada. Fact check.
There he goes.
Oh. Wow.
You too can live in.
It says temporarily closed.
But
the whole city says temporarily closed.
Now you like to know how he got his name?
How to get his name?
Head smashed in got his name from the story of a young pagan boy who stood under the cliff to get a better view of the buffalo falling over the cliff. The young man soon was crushed under the pile of dead buffalo, thereby head smashed in.
That's terrible.
That's not my fault.
That's
Yeah, but you know,
wow.
Head
guess
smashed
if you-
in.
Yeah, if you're standing under a cliff watching
Yeah, watch the buffalo. This is bound to
things
happen.
are not likely
This
to
is
turn
not
out
gonna go
well.
well.
It's not
Yeah.
going to go well for you.
No.
So this is how you got head smashed in Buffalo Jump, Canada.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Never cease to amaze me.
Wow.
This is what I mean.
And how expensive was that property?
$42.5 million US dollars.
And you know why? Because
Because
you would
it-
want to live there.
I would with 6 houses on it. Look, head smashed in Buffalo Jump. And they got the
They
buffalo
couldn't
going
have
off the
jumping,
cliff.
yeah.
They gotta go.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Look, at some point in time, I'm going to get a life, but right now, this is all I got.
Okay.
Now we're going to come to Texas. All right? There's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,804 square foot home available on 12.94 acres for $312,490 in Post, Texas. Post.
Okay.
Post.
Post, Texas.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Fact check.
Yep.
There you go.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, Post, Texas. Right there on the screen.
Yep.
Okay. Now, would you like to know how he got his name?
Yes.
A post office began in a tent during the year of Post City's founding. 2 years later, the town had a school, a bank, and a newspaper, and they decided to call it Post City, the city of Post. Okay?
Cool.
The railroad reached the town in 1910, so the town then changed its name to Post
Post.
in 1914.
I like it.
There you go.
Yep. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, there's a museum there too,
There you go. See, this is what
which
the
is a
DBM
restored
does.
sanitarium.
In Post, Texas.
There's a sanitarium.
It's the museum is a restored sanitarium.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
So you just identify where you escaped from?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm the L Crane, and there.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And it's because I've known you for how long now?
I've been your blessing. Tell the truth. I've been your total
That's
blessing.
hilarious.
He just told us where he got his escape from. Okay, this explains his whole little situation over there. His addiction to Miss Clairol. He has a total addiction to Miss Clairol.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then he's love Lauren. He's not love sick. He love Lauren. And here he goes. Don't stop. Okay, I'm the L Crane. They're not.
I have updated photos in case you want to see
No,
them.
we're not interested. This is the Real Estate U Show, even though Mac thinks this is a House of Love show, but it's not. Trust me, people. Love don't live here no more. Okay?
Look what you started now.
Look at it. Look at it.
Total right there. She's a vampire. She's total vampire.
Isn't
I'm not
she
dealing with that.
beautiful? She's
Okay,
just-
we're here each and every Saturday on RadioTheBoss.com, KNLY The Boss in Woodlands, Texas, on the Global Live Network, and people love us and bite ourselves. We have fun. We have enjoyment. We go to
Sometimes
culture
hard to
trips.
believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, on my boat on Lake Conroe where the bakers don't matter. I like that.
Cool.
So now, Mac, it is incumbent upon you today to be a good area host over there with Miss Jones, because you didn't realize this. She's a church lady.
Yes, indeed.
It's a good thing you're over here with me instead of over there with him.
There's not a church in Houston that she'll pass by. She stop at all of them.
Then we'll get along just fine over here.
Great.
So, now this is Real Estate U Show here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, worldwide. You know, we got Jalisco, Mexico,
Yes.
and Ecuador, and all people like us in spite of him. Me,
Right.
I'm on my best behavior at all times.
That's true.
So what we're going to do is we're going to pay some bills, and we're going to come back and visit with lovely Nikita, I don't have 13 last names.com Jones, from Keller Williams Professionals, as well as she's part of the Big 12 group.
Yes, she is.
The part of the Big 12 group. And she's the queen mother. She thought I was calling her old when I said that. I said, no, you're just the queen mother. That's all it. If you want to age yourself, that's on you. It has nothing to do with me. So we're going to pay these bills, come back and visit with the lovely Miss Jones, I don't know what he talking about.com. Okay. Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We are members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
All right, we're back. Bills are paid, and I still have these people in the studio. I don't know who they are. They're trespassing, but they just slipped me notes with their names on them. I have Dina Salazar of Platinum One Property. Just met her yesterday. All right. Then we got Nikita. We got Nikita Jones, Keller Williams Professional in the Big 12 group. Hi, Nikita.
Hello.
And then we have the love hostage, Mac Blankenship, First Community Credit Union. All right. He doesn't know he's a hostage because he's suffering from Stockholm Syndrome. And, you know, I'm just saying.
I'm just going to roll my eyes again. Yeah.
This time is devoted to Miss Jones. How you doing, Miss Jones?
I'm doing well. How are
I
you?
can't believe I just called you Miss Jones. Nikita. Oh, that Miss Jones, because I have to get a new last name to deal with her every 6 months. So whatever. I don't know what the problem is. Okay. Hi, Nikita. Okay. Tell us about your involvement with the Big 12.
It has been a great experience. I'm learning, developing relationships, being exposed to things that I hadn't been before, reaching people beyond, outside of Houston, outside of Texas. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So
Okay.
look forward to continuing it.
Okay. Now, you're also part of the Keller Williams Professional Group.
I am.
All right. And I don't know, is Veronica like team leader or a broker or?
Veronica is owner and team leader.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, I know Veronica because I've sponsored stuff and she had never had a problem taking my money. But anyway.
Awesome team lead.
Yes.
Yeah, enjoy the experience of Keller Williams, one of the number one brokerage in the world.
If you
yeah.
say so yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay, whatever.
So yeah, so it's been great. She's on hand, and that's what I like about being at Keller Williams Professionals.
Okay.
Yeah,
How long you been an agent?
I have had had my license
Uh-oh.
for 12 years.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do anything with them for the first 2 years.
That means she was a kept woman by her
and then
husband.
the company that I was working for decided they were relocating to Indianapolis. And okay, I'm like, I need to use this license. So
You don't want to go to Indianapolis?
no, did not want
Nobody
to.
that lives in Indianapolis won't be there either.
My parents were getting older. They were in Louisiana, so I needed to be able to get to them sooner rather than later if I had to. So
Okay.
hence got into real estate. It's
Okay.
been great.
And so now, Nikita is joining us because this is a exposure platform. She's a fish out of water because over the last few months, being a part of Big 12 and some of the things that's going on, she has really expanded her sphere in regard to her influence, in regards to acknowledgement of her and her footprint, stuff like that. So what are the main factors clients are using when they're trying to sell the house quickly? What are the four main factors that you come up with?
I would say the four main factors, number one being price.
Okay.
You have to price them right because overpriced listings don't sell. Condition. Condition is another one. We have to make sure that the plumbing, the electrical, the roof, all of those things are intact, or at least being aware of what's
Right.
going on because the buyer will know, and we need to be able to present that. Location is important because people want to be in a certain location. We can't pick houses up and move them, so the location where people are looking is going to be important.
A couple of weeks ago, we had a house up on the screen that you could move.
Yeah, and I was going to say in Louisiana they do that.
Yeah.
Here in Texas, we're not moving houses
Come up and just move them in Louisiana.
on average. Show ready.
Show ready.
Yeah, you have to keep the properties clean and ready to show because you never know when a buyer is going to call and say, I want to view. A qualified buyer is going to call and say, I want to view. And then marketing. And that's a big part of what I do is getting the home exposed.
Okay.
Those are the points. that
Okay,
I
so
say
now
would be most
basically
important.
during this Corona, COVID, pandemonium, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, I just say a whole bunch of people just run around drunk. That's just me. All right. So how have you leveraged yourself during this time to stay busy?
Relevant, yes.
Yeah.
I have taken advantage of social media.
Okay.
Something that I wasn't really comfortable with before, but I'm expanding my knowledge there. I have children that are teaching me.
Okay.
I'm also reaching out to my clients more
Right.
via phone. I'm doing more videos. I'm getting more comfortable with videos. But yeah, just staying front of mind.
Right.
And I just did the American magazine to
Okay.
where I'm on the cover, and I sent that out to
Good for you.
to my clients as well. So yeah, just trying to stay relevant and wanting to be front of mind when they have any real estate questions at all.
And see that situation there, and I'm going to say you can see your exponential growth over the last 4 or 5 months. You just can. You totally can. Because she's always been this same level-headed person, but now I see her popping up on social media. I'm like, who is that? Where'd she come from? All right, who is this person that got all this courage all of a sudden? There she go. Look at Homes by Nikita. You can take her anywhere. See, she passed my test.
I love your logo.
I don't
Yeah,
like
I
other
do
people
too.
at all. That's
Very
the
nice.
reason she's here. If she wasn't good looking, she would not be in the studio.
Oh my goodness,
But see, that's Homes by
this
Nikita.
is hard.
Now, with
Roll
Nikita,
your eyes. Just roll your eyes. Yeah.
being the queen mother of the Big 12 ladies, right? Because she don't say nothing.
Are you the queen mother?
No, I'm the queen something, but
Okay,
I'm not the mother.
Yeah. Because you kind of being the queen mother.
I said
Okay,
being
I'm
the queen
confused
mother.
now.
She
Okay.
being the queen mother.
Okay,
There you
okay.
go.
Let's get that
You
straight.
being Miss Clairol, she being the queen mother. Okay. So, now, Mac, she mentioned earlier about the condition of the house. In regard to you providing financing for those houses, are you just attuned to the need for those same 4 items as Nikita is on the going to put a loan on that house dynamic?
Yeah, condition of the home has to be at least in livable or average condition.
Okay.
Yeah, for financing.
So
Otherwise,
it's minimum requirements for
Yeah.
you to finance the house.
yeah. And those decisions are made by the appraiser.
Okay. Now, Dino, on your side, do you see a lot of houses that people want to sell? Like, what the hell are you thinking? I mean, that's
Every day.
okay.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every
Every
day.
day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah, because I always wonder that. Like, I'm selling my house. Like, So you didn't think to clean the windows before you decide you want to sell the house?
You know, it's important, and you can, as a listing agent, you tell your clients what to do to get the house ready and so forth. But many times, people's idea of what is clean is different. Absolutely. From individual to individual.
Yes,
So if a floor plan is working if you're on a buyer's agent side, since sometimes we don't have control of the listing, we can advise is to look beyond a dirty house or a smelly house and say, look, clean, deodorized, does this floor plan work? And is this price doable? Because cleaning, hiring a professional cleaning company is not going to break the bank if you're looking at the end result being right.
Yeah, I was a part of a transaction years ago, and my friend the agent, he had me laughing. He says we had to go in there and simonize that whole house. When the last time you heard simonize?
I hadn't heard that in a long time.
We had to go simonize. I'm like, what the hell are you doing over there? Yeah. He said these people had become so used to the smell.
Yes.
That
they didn't even recognize it anymore.
They didn't even recognize.
No.
All right. He said that smell when opened the door just knocked him off his feet.
Yes.
Beautiful home, the whole shoot match, but nose blind became totally nose blind. He said they had no idea. They literally, the smell was in the walls.
Yes.
It was in the walls, then the paint.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that could happen until he said.
If you have multiple pets,
that's what they did.
Or a cat litter box that hasn't been changed properly, and those, or just animals that run wild through the house doing their thing. Wow, it as a realtor, I'm sure you've experienced it as well.
It can actually go through the carpeting to the concrete.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
absolutely.
See, learn something new every day. See, I'm E.L. Crane. They are not, for obvious reasons, because this is the saint side of the studio.
Because he wouldn't have the patience to be going from house to house nonetheless.
Are you disputing that this is the saint side of the studio?
We are, definitely. Yeah, and it'd be interesting to hear from the audience as to what their perspective on that would be.
My saintliness is legendary. Now, this is the Real Estate U Show. I am joined in the studio by Dina Still Don't Have a Husband.com. Salazar.
Did she get married? Did you get married?
No, she still don't have a husband.
Still don't have a husband. I thought you said.
But I got till July 1st to fix this whole problem of hers.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Then we have Nikita is always praying for me when she gets a chance.com.
And she is right now, folks. She's been praying for him since she got into the studio. I promise you.
Okay. And we have Mac, his sickness is real.com. So. But this old love stuff is just.
It's real, folks. It's real.
The love or your sickness?
The love.
Really? Whatever.
Love
is a matter of interpretation.
Did I show you?
No.
Are you sure?
You might burn the side of my face. I'm not. No. Okay. This is the Real Estate U Show. I am everybody's favorite DBM. Mac is everybody's whatever. Okay. RadioTheBoss.com each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and he's over there. Oh God, he's burning my eyes. Okay. He's a disgusting human being. What is it here?
There's my girl.
Yeah. See, we already know what your whole love life has been about because your behavior right now, you have just been stuck in the desert for years. That's why you're acting this way. Okay.
That's hilarious. I really appreciate that perspective.
Yeah,
I'm going to reflect on that during the commercial break.
Facebook TV, YouTube TV, FM TV, TuneIn, Roku, Vimeo, Apple TV, Vudu, Hulu, YU, and she is sitting next to you. I'm E.L. Crane. And they are not. Again, but Nikita, how to get in contact with you before we go to our next break? How do you get in contact with you?
My phone number is 281-745-1939.
Okay, say it for the slow people.
281-745-1939. Email address is homes@homesbynikita.com.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, that's our good friend, Nikita. There she go. Look at her. Don't she look saintly? Not really. But anyway, don't she look saintly?
Yes, and
Like
this is the saintly side of the studio. Thank you very much.
That's the love Lauren side of the studio.
That too.
This is we fed up with love side of the studio over here.
That's correct.
He said, that's so you can have love side of the studio.
Right.
This is the we will shoot love side of the studio.
Correct.
So now, Nikita, you are going to come back and tell us about Perry Homes Creekside.
Yes.
And why it's your favorite community.
Okay.
Does it have anything to do because it's close by the way you live?
No, it doesn't.
I just want to make sure. Okay, there's a little bias. You don't want to drive. Gas too high. I don't know what the case may be. But I am E.L. Crane. They are not, because for obvious reasons. Love Lauren side.
We have to be due a commercial break.
Love Lauren side.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Not love Lauren side. Right? See, me and D over here together. Y'all can have that stuff.
Right.
Y'all just wallowing in love over there. That's y'all problem right there. When y'all drown, blame yourself. Take a break, pay some bills. Take a break, pay some bills, Carlos. Will be.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We're members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We've built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in, we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Okay, we're back, and they're still here. Hi, Nikita. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You look lovely today.
Oh, thank you, sir.
What's his name? Okay, anyway. That's the only reason women get dressed up in my world. There's got to be some man involved. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Nikita always looks nice.
Because a man is involved.
Oh, okay.
She got to come out of this. Okay, now I have to tell a true story about Nikita, right? During the lockdown, when she had corona hair, we would do our weekly teleconference, and she was never available. Her voice was, but she was in corona hair witness protection. So she...
Don't worry. Some of the most famous people in the world lend their voice all the time.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. She wasn't the only one, though.
And I called out every one of y'all. Nobody was immune. Nobody was immune. Nobody was immune.
No.
So, Miss Nikita Jones, tell us about Perry Homes at Creekside, Lakes of Creekside.
Lakes of Creekside.
Tell us about the community.
It's an awesome community. Perry Homes is the one that I'm spotlighting because that's who I've dealt with most often.
Okay.
The salesperson out there is Sherry Morris.
She good looking?
Beautiful lady. Yes,
Because you don't like ugly people.
She is very beautiful. Very helpful. They have a price point starting at $290.
Perry?
Yes. At Creekside, they're off of Huffmaster and Kirkendall.
Huh.
Beautiful area to be in. Between 1,500 square feet up to 2,600 square feet. And currently, they have a $20,000 incentive for buyers.
Wow.
What can the $20,000 go towards?
It can go toward off the price of the house. It can go towards some of the upgrades that they're already considering. Yeah, so they could use it several different ways. It's Klein ISD.
Good school
Yeah.
district.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it is. So yeah, Perry is a great builder. He's just one of my many builder partners. But
Okay.
yeah, just wanted to introduce them to you if you're considering purchasing within that price point. Wonderful place to be. They have walking trails and lakes, and hence the name Lakes at Creekside.
How do they get in contact with you? Talk about these beautiful Perry homes that you talking about is beautiful.
You can reach out to me at 281-745-1939, or you can email me. I just gave you one of my email addresses, or you can email me at realtornikita1@gmail.com as well. So would love to hear from you.
So that's our good friend Nikita Jones.
Yes.
She of Keller Williams Professionals and Team Boss Team, Veronica Bearfield. And also she's a member of the Big 12 group, who are a bunch of 12 ladies who have it together. That's the
They
best way to
do.
describe
Nikita
it.
is just a very hard worker, and she is really she's soft spoken, but
Like me.
EL, please. But I enjoy that because when she does have something to say, it's very profound,
Yeah.
and her experience shows through, and she's very well respected by all of us. So.
Well, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
And she scares me because she's been scaring me for over 10 years.
Listening is one of my best
Yes,
skills.
it is.
I listen more than I talk, just to understand the needs of my buyers and sellers, to make sure that they're a satisfied client at the end of the process.
Okay, now for those who are uninformed, she does have Bite 2. I have personally experienced it.
Only when needed. Only when needed.
Which
I don't
makes her
think-
great at negotiations.
I don't think it, personally, I didn't think I needed it myself.
Yes, you did need it. You do.
More often than not.
Right.
Okay. Now, when you are suggesting a new client buy a new or pre-owned home, what kind of process do you go through to help them decide what's the best route for them?
That's another part of the listening. I find out what their needs are, what their wants are. Where are you employed? Where do you spend most of your time? And at the end of this process, what's going to make you the most the happiest? I want to see a smile on your face.
Right.
So, new homes. Hence, no one has ever sit in that tub before. No one has ever cooked on that stove
Right.
before. But also, some of the builders don't do sod. They don't do window
Oh.
covering. So, if you want something that's already established, let's look at pre-owned homes, because
Okay.
there's some excellent pre-owned homes out there. So we look at the price you're looking in. We're looking at a lot of times they want to be in a certain ISD,
Right.
and then what's available in that area. So I just find out what they want, and I explain the pros and cons of both, because there are reasons to buy new homes and reasons to buy pre-owned homes. So.
Yeah, now see, one of the things Mac does, he has a consultative approach. Not that I like him or anything, not that I'm endorsing him or anything. I am not. Okay, he just here sucking up oxygen. But he does have a consultative approach, just like you, in regard to helping the buyer or helping the borrower in his case, stuff like that. And the reason I brought it up, because he just dealt with my oldest son, all right, and got him, and Ellsworth has clear the clothes and stuff like that, and getting ready to put new roof and stuff on his house. And Ellsworth has nice things to say about it. Of course, I was disputing everything he was saying. Okay, that's you give him a compliment. It just made my heart burn. So, but he did a really great job, because I talked to Ellsworth on the way in this morning.
Okay.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
For taking care of him. Because by you taking care of him, I'd have to talk to his mother. So that's always a good thing for me.
Yeah, I love that text. Yeah. Oh, you were just like so relieved.
I was so good, because if it didn't go well, I was going to have to talk to her, and this is not going to be pretty.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so thank you for saving me from that. Okay, I am E.L. Crane, and they are not. You know, I got too many ex-wives.com. That way.
Correct. Yes, thank you for calling
we'll
your
all
own
agree on
self
that
out.
one, right?
Come on, self out.
Yeah, we're
I'm
not
hard,
arguing with him on that one.
I'm hard to deal with.com.
Yeah, yeah. And he has 3 ex-wives to prove it.
That's right. I pride myself on being 0-3. Thank you very much. Okay, now everybody else can't say that.
You know, in professional baseball, you'd have been pulled out of off the mound with 0-3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I was taken off the mound, and things happened that I didn't like. Okay, I'm joined in the studio by Nikita Jones of KW Professionals and Big 12 RMG. We have Mac Blankenship of First Community Credit Union. He took care of my son.com. This is the only complimentary week he's going to get from me. Other than that, he is toast. Then I have the lovely, award-winning class act, Dina. I am having so much trouble finding her husband.com. Salazar.
Thank you for that, EO.
But then my friend.
Yes.
She deals with me in spite of myself.
Yeah.
Now, Nikita,
Yes,
do you feel like it's still a good time to buy a house?
I do. I feel like it's an excellent time to buy a house. Interest rates are low.
Yeah.
Houses are plentiful depending on where you're looking and the price point that you're looking in. Builders are still building.
Right. Oh,
People
absolutely.
are still needing and wanting to sell because they're needing to get somewhere else. So, yes, I would say don't count it out. Don't listen to other people. Let's determine if it's the right time for you. It's different for each buyer. So, but don't just go by what other people are saying.
I saw something different the other day that I never saw before. I saw a buyer agent, but they didn't have the listing of the seller. They were handling the buy side,
right.
but they didn't have the listing of the house that the people were selling.
Right.
I had never saw that before.
Oh, yeah.
That happens a lot.
Absolutely.
I did not know that. I had never saw it. I always thought it was just double dipping. I got the listing, I got the buyer. No. It was just they had a buyer's agent for the new house they was getting, and then they had a totally different agent that listed their house. I had never saw that before personally. I just never saw it. I was like, well, that was strange. Yeah. You like the listing agent, but you don't like the buyer agent? You got to go to the dark side.
You know, listing agent might be cousin, and buyer's agent might be.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about none of that.
A lot of times people feel there's more liability when there's not separate representation.
Oh, okay. I never thought about that.
Yeah, so they prefer for the buyer to be represented by somebody else in that particular
I am strictly motivated by is the check gonna clear. Other than that, it just don't matter. The check clear, that's all that matters. Okay, I'm EO Craig. They're
He
not.
continues to confirm the saintliness of this side every time he opens his mouth, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
The saint side over here. Okay, this is the Real Estate U Show, 91.1 FM, The Boss, the Woodlands, Texas. So you can hear us on the Global Live Worldwide Network at radiotheboss.com, Facebook Live, Facebook TV, YouTube TV, TuneIn, Roku, Vimeo, Apple TV, Vudu, Hulu, YU, and they are over there pretending they're saints and they're not you. Okay, I'm EO Crane. And I'm EO Crane and they're not. So, but we're here each and every Saturday. Okay? Now, Dina,
Yes, sir.
you had a good week?
Yes, busy week.
But I don't recall it getting any invitation to go for cocktails.
You don't have that. There's no time for cocktails or socializing when you're working and showing properties in the evenings and weekends.
So you're making this about you, not about me.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah. There was a contract got sent over there to your office. That's all I know.
Now, okay, that was about me.
Yeah.
Okay, that was about
Yeah.
me. Nikita,
Yes.
so you have changed your premise in the marketplace over the last 4.5, 5 months, right?
Yes.
What are your goals for the balance of the year?
My goals are to work with at least 20 buyers
Okay.
and at least 15 sellers,
Oh, wow.
and get people to where they want to be. People are selling for a reason. They're trying to get to their next goal.
Okay.
So I want to help them accomplish that. And for buyers, first-time buyers, I would love to be the person to get them into the home of their dreams. And then for those that are wanting to downsize because the kids are grown and gone,
Right.
yeah, I'd love to help them realize getting a smaller house as well. So it's just about helping people accomplish what their goals are.
Okay.
And I have a dollar in mind. I won't share that with you, but I have a dollar in mind as well as to what I want to accomplish for myself.
For income.
But the way, absolutely.
absolutely.
But the way to get to that is by helping people accomplish
That
what
20 buyers, that's
Absolutely.
15 sellers, and those first-time home buyers and stuff like that.
Win-win for everybody.
But see,
Absolutely.
Mac don't have no plan. He just wake up every day, just leave his house. He don't know where the hell he going.
I don't even leave the house anymore.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. We all have goals for ourselves. But
Not him. Can I get another picture of the Casella? That's his daily goal. That's his daily goal right there. How much love can I put in the world today to poison everybody else's heart?
love is a good thing.
Says who? Love is overrated. I can bear witness to that. Love out there sucking up folks' oxygen. I'm just telling you. Okay. I'm E.L. Craig, the doctor of non-love.
Really?
This is the Real Estate U Show, and we have the lovely Nikita Jones of KW Professionals, and she is a pros pro. I'm going to tell you, Nikita is a pros pro. So all the ladies of the Big 12 are, but Nikita is a pros pro because this woman got the patience of a saint, just like me. She got the patience of a saint, just like me, and she is thorough, knowledgeable, and the difference between she's peaceful. I'm not peaceful.
I'm going to tell you what, though, when somebody has a demeanor such as Nikita, that's level-headed, she's very calm, you need that in this industry because whether you're selling or buying,
right,
no matter how smooth the transaction goes, it is the biggest purchase of their life, right, typically, in selling to, you know, so it evokes a lot of anxiety, no matter what. So if you have an agent like Nikita that's very calm and reassuring, experienced, that just helps so much. It helps.
So what you're basically telling me is Nikita would never tell them slip and fall.
Correct.
Okay, got it. Okay, I'm E.L. Craig there. Now we're going to take a break. Pay some.
Thank you, E.L.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We're members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, we're back, and Mac Blankenship is, he just came into the room, ladies and gentlemen, as if he's important, and trust me, he's not. Now, this is our final segment of the Nikita Jones Hour. This is Nikita Jones Hour.
Yeah.
This It's all about Nikita. All right. She came in here with all that holy water stuff. I'm like, what is wrong with
Yeah.
you? Trying to burn me?
Well,
Why is she trying to
came
burn
in,
me?
she heard about your reputation, and she bought a pretty large container of
Yeah.
holy water.
Yeah.
Threw it around there where your chair is.
Burnt my pants off. Just burnt my pants. Gee. So Nikita Jones, what do you have coming up for this upcoming week? What's on your stage for the next week?
I am going to be visiting new home builders.
Okay.
I am currently working with two buyers, a mother and a son, that want two different homes.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, so I'm going to be showing them property, and then just getting familiar with what else is in the area
Okay.
that I haven't seen. So I'm going to be driving around looking for new builders to introduce myself to.
Yeah, because if you really want to spread your footprint out, you have got to get out of your comfort zone. You have got to put yourself in different environments and different communities and different locales, introduce yourself to different buildings and stuff like that. Because one of the things that we pride ourselves here on the show is we're all over the place in regard to builders that we introduce to the market, the people who coming on from builder sales. We've been all the way out to Lago Mar. We've been out in League City, stuff over in Sugarland.
Absolutely.
We got like Drew out in Conroe, so we're all over the place. And him, but he's all over the place too, because he got this little thing. He got down to a science now. He feel like he don't have to leave his living room.
Wonderful.
Yeah. But I'm happy that he's not out on the streets myself. But we got a text question for you, Nikita. Okay. You were talking about the Klein Independent School District.
Yes.
Okay. What is it about Klein that is separate from like Tomball ISD and the other ones? I mean,
well, the two that you just mentioned are both excellent ISDs.
Okay.
Tomball and Klein have great scores. They have a high graduation rate.
okay.
The teacher-student ratio is smaller.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, great. Both of those are great school districts and sought after school districts by a lot of families.
Is there a lot of new construction going on in the Klein ISD area?
Yes, there is.
It's kind of hard to see because most of the time in Tomball you see signage all over the place of the communities, but I don't see as much signage in the Klein area as anywhere else.
Right, and Klein ISD, it overlaps between Tomball and Springs.
Oh.
So yeah, they have some Klein ISDs that are actually in Tomball, even though they're in Klein ISD, but they're in the city of Tomball. So.
Okay. So now, when it comes to district, because Mac had an issue with, you said somebody exceeded the debt-to-income ratio based upon windstorm
and hail.
Is that because of where the house was located at?
Yeah.
Like
League City.
Oh,
or League City.
Texas City down in there?
Yeah, down in that area.
Seabrook,
Seabrook,
okay.
yeah.
There's always a requirement down there.
Pearland also requires it.
Now, so that's not a requirement if you're in a Klein area or...
No.
Okay.
No.
But even though hurricanes
and
hit the city?
it can be rather expensive.
Really?
Yeah, it can be rather expensive. It's like $300, almost $300 a month.
Oh, wow. So you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
See, I don't get out much. I live far enough so I don't have no visitors.
Right.
Yeah, because why you live out there? 'Cause I don't want no damn company. That's why I live out there. So you gotta have some distance between me and people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, Matt, how you doing today?
Good.
Is that truthful or are you just making something up?
I made it up.
Okay, just check.
Thank you. Thank you for your honesty.
So now I heard you and Nikita talking about increasing credit scores after your approval. How would that impact the buyer? If you already approved them and they're increasing credit, how would it impact the buyer if they increase their credit score?
Well, what I've done in the past is do rapid rescores for people. Sometimes if they can just pay off or pay down a specific revolving account, they might get a lot of mileage out of paying that account down, and you can do a rapid rescore, which changes the mid score because we use the lower of the two mid scores, or the low or the mid score if it's one individual borrower.
Right.
And then if I've locked the loan up front, I just submit the updated credit report to the persons or people who manage my lock desk, and
so will it lower the interest rate?
They could potentially lower the interest rate.
Lower the interest rate. Can you give them more money? Can it increase their approval amount?
Typically, no.
Okay.
Typically, no. That wouldn't be the case. It would primarily impact the rate which could lower the rate, but also the mortgage insurance if they're not putting 20% down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you still got the 20% down mortgage insurance thing. No piggyback loans?
It just isn't worthwhile anymore because PMI, you can get rid of the PMI on based on the amortization schedule once you've achieved 78% of the balance versus the original loan amount.
Are they auto-adjusting that
now? It automatically goes
away.
It was
auto-adjusting? Because, it wasn't auto-adjusting.
Yeah, so it automatically goes away.
Okay.
And Fannie, the rate associated on the first lien associated with doing a piggyback loan is higher. So there really isn't much of an incentive to do the piggyback loans anymore.
Okay.
Just isn't.
See, that's our mortgage guru, Mac Blankenship, because I don't say that other name because it breaks me out in hives. Then we have the lovely Nikita Jones. All right.
Hello.
Then we have Dina. Is so difficult to find her husband.com. Salazar over here. It's just she just. This is too much. I've been working day and night trying to get this woman a husband.
You've been on the internet?
Internet and everything. That's why I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Look trying to get her husband.
People's profiles.
Exactly. Oh, no. No. But the homeless got an internet profile page now to find them significant others.
I'll find my own.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Because, Nikita, you don't know this. Me and Dina's mom been working together trying to get her to lower status. She just won't cooperate.
No, hold steady, Dina. Hold steady.
I will.
Oh, God. Okay, now, what should I do first? Contact a lender? No. Or you when it comes to buying a house? What should I do first?
My recommendation, and everybody has a different opinion, but my recommendation would be contact a realtor first.
Okay.
Because we line out exactly what this process is going to look like.
Oh.
And once I explain the process to them and get an idea as to, I don't try to do the loan officer's job, but can you actually move forward? I mean, I can determine that during a consultation with the buyer.
Oh, okay.
Even before I send them over to the lender. And then if even the desire is there, if they're not ready right now, the desire is there to get ready, I can still put them in contact with the lender because the lender can say, do this, this, and this.
Okay.
And then in 90 to 120 days, you can buy.
So you know what I just heard is you're not going to be wasting my damn time. That's why I'm going through this.
No, that's not what I said.
That's what I heard.
No, I don't want to waste anybody's time. I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste my time or the lender's time.
Right.
So let's get the information, decide if you can move forward, and if so, we'll get you with the lender. They'll get you pre-approved, and we can get the process
See, you didn't know I was an
started.
interpreter, did you?
I did not know that, so thank you. You were not wrong. It's just how you said it. It's different than the way I would
I'm an
say it.
interpreter. Would you like something to me to interpret something for you, Mr. Blake?
No. No. I'm good.
This is the Real Estate Youth Show. We're each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Noon Eastern, 9 Pacific time. I'm joined by the lovely Dina Ramos Salazar. She of the award-winning brokerage, Platinum One Properties. She be the leader over there. She be the boss, queen boss. That's her. Then we have Nikita. I don't know why she chose polkadottoday.com. Then we
Oh my goodness.
Well, you got to admit, he is observant.
He is.
hey, this is my job. Be aware of all things around me.
Yeah.
So, Mac, are there any new programs coming out that should be aware of? We just got a status quo right now.
Yeah, status quo.
Status quo.
Yeah,
right now?
I think that the biggest challenge with regards to COVID-19 was the private money just went away.
Right.
But I spoke to a friend who's just an independent broker, and they're starting to reintroduce the
QM?
non-QM back into the marketplace. I've sent her a couple of referrals last week just because we're not doing that kind of lending.
Well, you don't have to. You literally have. I mean, you have a pool of clients who are depositors. You have great loan products. Did I just give them a compliment?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm itching right now.
Yeah. At the credit union, that's true at the credit union.
I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
But my role at the credit union is not to work with the members of the credit union. That's what the inside.
Oh yeah, I'm just
do.
but the dynamic of what's
but
there.
the dynamic of what's there. Yeah, we our primary focus is Fannie Freddie, and but we did talk about this last week. We talked about our 100% financing, which have a loan closing next week with that. And
explain the 100% financing right now.
It's zero down,
right?
You know, and the young man that's making
you don't
the
have
purchase,
to be a veteran.
Don't have to be a veteran. You know, there are no geographic restrictions. Well, I say there are no geographic restrictions. You have to qualify to become a member of the credit union. Okay, and there's no income restrictions. You go up to $510,000, zero down, and we're doing $475 for this person. And he has, you know, he tried to sell his home. He wasn't able to sell it, but so he leased it. So you can own an existing residence and still qualify for this,
right,
subject to the debt-to-income ratio of 43% or less. It has to be 43% or less, plus your credit score has to be 720 or higher. And so, you know, if you want to keep your liquidity and you want to keep your cash because of, you know, where things are right now, this is a great program for you to be able to do that. And he's elected to do that. He has a lot of equity in the home that he leased out.
Right.
And at such time that he feels like he might need to liquidate that, he can in the future and pay that mortgage down. Maybe
how do you get in contact with you?
Just hashtag mortgage Mac.
Oh God, Jesus.
I mean, if you hashtag mortgage Mac, you know, and really, this happened yesterday. And I had a call off Google yesterday, and the young man said, "Hey, man, what's up?" I'm like, "Hi, can I help you?" He said, "Yeah, I've been hanging out with my buddies, and we had a mortgage question." I'm like, "Where did you find me?" He said, I found you on Google. And so, so you can find me, hashtag Mortgage Mac on Google.
Or hashtag he lost his mind behind love.
Or you can call me 832-243-8549.
Say it again for the slow people.
832 for the slow folks, right? Yeah. 243-8549.
Yeah. Now, see, we've had in the studio today the lovely Nikita Jones, she of KW, Keller Williams Professionals of Spring, and also a member of the Big 12 RMG. We have Mac Blankenship of First Community Credit Union, because we all know I don't say that other thing because I break out in hives. And then we have the lovely Dina Salazar, who's making it difficult for me because she keeps raising the bar on who she wants to marry. I don't know what her problem is. Does she not know life is passing her by?
Take a deep breath, and just kind of sigh and roll your eyes and say, it's almost over, folks. It's almost over.
Not my fault.
And EL, MrFilterlist.com.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who don't want no damn company. There you go.
There you go.
Somebody asked me this morning, "Hey, yeah, what you doing this afternoon?" "I'm going walking in the park." I said, "Is it outside?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Go by yourself, because I'm not going out there." You know, outside, no. That's what they got air conditioning for. Inside, walk around your house. Okay, Nikita.
Yes.
We really enjoyed you being here today.
Yes,
Indeed, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank
Yeah,
you very much
because
for having me.
she is an amazing human being. First of all, she truly is. She is a quite lovely person. She is a very efficient real estate professional, but her best quality is who she is. That is her absolute best quality, and we're not recording that part I just said. Okay, so
Thank you very much. What a surprise! Thanks, EL. I appreciate
vodka.
that.
It's vodka. So tell me how to get in contact with you one more time, Nikita.
Okay, you can reach me via phone at 281-745-1939 or via email at nikita@homesbynikita.com.
There you go. And that's our good friend Nikita Jones of Keller Williams Professionals of Spring, as well as the Big 12 RMG. We loved having her today, and we have lots of things that's going on with Nikita in the future to expand her footprint and build her brand even further than what it is. Thanks, Nikita. We're going to take a break, come back with the noon hour, and some people that Mac done drug in here to be guests on the second. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Okay, I'm E.L. Crane. They are not. This is the Real Estate U Show. Pay some bills, Carlos. Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We are members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We've built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. It's time to change. If you like country, we play it. If you like pop, we play it. If you like Latin music, we play it. If you like rock and roll, we play it. Because no one does fusion music like we do. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Everyone loves animals. Some people even make them wear seatbelts. But not all people wear seatbelts, which is ridiculous because seatbelts save lives. Don't be a statistic this year. If you love it, click it.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
We all want to protect what we love. And we know that child safety seats and seatbelts save lives. Yet 3 out of 4 kids aren't buckled in correctly. And in 2016, 42% of Texas teens who died in crashes weren't wearing a seatbelt. Don't be a statistic. If you love it, click it. That includes you, too. Buckle up. Every rider, every ride.
Okay, we're back. This is the Real Estate U Show. This is the noon hour. I'm joined in the studio by Mac Blankenship, he of the mortgage guru of First Community Credit Union. Whatever. Okay, then we have the lovely Dina Salazar of Platinum One Properties. She one of my favorite people on the whole planet. That other dude can slip and fall. I'm just saying. All right. So then, then we have a new guest in the studio. Yes. We have the lovely Claudia Da Silva. All right. Hi, everybody. Yeah, she is a licensed real estate professional with Chance Brown and Associates. Yes. Okay, provides perspectives, insights, and gain as a proud resident of Houston and a citizen of the world. I like that. Yeah. A citizen of the world. Yes. Mac is a citizen of Baytown. So I don't know. Claudia is a dynamic businesswoman. Real estate has always been a part of her life as her father was a builder. Mm-hmm. I love her. Yeah. Okay. As a little girl, she grew up with blueprints surrounding her. Real estate was an organic transition from her career in the corporate world. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's not bragging at all. That's not bragging at all. That's not at all. Okay, now, but let me tell you why Claudia's okay with me.
I am.
She's a member of the GHBA.
Yes.
See, I'm on the board. at SMC. So you don't even exist today. Just letting you know that me and Claudia got this. We might let Dina say a 2 or 3 thing, but you can't say nothing.
That's okay. Claudia let me in.
Claudia let you in?
Yeah, he has a friend now on the inside.
Oh, so you gonna open the trunk?
Oh, yeah.
She gonna open the trunk and let you out?
The lines were drawn the minute you opened your mouth.
Yeah, she is.
So just like.
See, but she don't have. I got a trunk button key. There's no key to the trunk. So, Claudia, tell us about. You have multiple languages.
Yes.
Portuguese, Spanish, conversational Dutch, with an in-depth knowledge of Central, South America, and Europe.
Yes.
So, tell us how all that came about.
All right, very briefly, because it's a long story. I know we don't have enough time for all of it, but I'm originally from Portugal, right outside of Lisbon. I moved at a very young age to the Netherlands, where I lived for over 10 years. I used to work at the headquarters for Shell Oil.
Okay.
That's where I met my hubby, that is from Central America. He's originally from Nicaragua. And so, that's where all of that ties in together. So, Portuguese, the Dutch comes along after 10 years living there, going to school, etc. And then the depth of Central and South America.
So what you did is you found a husband, held him hostage, smuggled him out of the country, and brought him to the U.S. That's what I heard.
Wow! That's how we made that story come out.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You were right. This is a fun group.
See, I warned you.
Oh, wow. Watch what you say, okay? All right, let me translate for you.
And that comes from this morning. We were chatting this morning, and she referenced you as a gentleman. I said, whoa, wait a minute. No, there's no gentleman over there in that corner.
And I was, at first I was baffled by, there's no gentleman. I'm like, what?
I'm a truth teller. I thank you. I'm a truth teller. See, you got the whole dynamic. I'm a truth teller.
No, let me translate. Through Shell, I met my husband.
There
and then
you go.
I ended up moving here.
Okay. There was no smuggling involved.
No,
Okay.
no. If anything, he smuggled me.
Okay. Oh, wow.
He brought
She sounded
me
like
here.
we got that love thing. We got that love thing, Dina.
That's again.
Oh, yeah, that love thing over there.
Oh, what happened with the love? I'm even wearing red. This is all about the love.
God.
Oh, what happened with you?
Yeah.
You want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, so it's kind of an ongoing
harassment situation
because
I see.
Yeah, you see.
No, you don't see.
You want to see?
No, I don't.
Say no more.
Everybody wants to see.
It will burn my eyes if I look. It'll burn my eyes, But
Say
it's
no
like
more.
a vampire seeing a cross every time you put a picture up. I'm just saying. Okay. So, Claudia, tell us about you and Chance Brown Associates and what you're doing with Chance Brown Associates.
Absolutely. Actually, our office is right behind this. So when you said don't get lost, I was like, it's right around the corner. How could I get lost? I could walk from there here. So what I'm doing with Chance Brown, I joined actually recently. I come from a different brokerage.
Okay.
I used to be with Berkshire Hathaway, actually, and then I moved into Chance. A lot of technology, just the approach. I think Chance is definitely one of the leaders in our industry here locally. He's super smart, and one of the things that was important.
And he'll tell you that too.
Yeah,
Okay.
he might. We haven't talked that much actually, so I don't know.
Chance will tell you how smart he is.
Yes, yeah. Well, but you can see. You can see. Now, there were two things that were important for me. The first one is that the people that I would be involved with were good people at their core.
Okay.
So there is a lot that Chance does for the community, and I think all his agents will tell you that he's a super guy. Taking that aside, was that we would be involved in our industry. Because we can say a lot as realtors, but if you're not really involved, and as you can see here, I'm involved in 3 of the committees at HAR, I'm part of the GHBA, and I think it's important that you don't just talk, that you walk the talk.
There you go. But now, whenever we have a guest from the real estate community or the mortgage community, there's always a very pertinent question that must be asked.
Okay, go ahead.
I need to know what title company you're cheating on me with.
Oh, wow. There's so many.
Oh, so she's a multiple cheater.
That is the best answer.
That's a multiple cheater, exactly. She's a multiple cheater. She's a multiple cheater. She's a multiple cheater. So now I understand the smuggling situation. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you were so right. That's a fact we have.
So, are you a listing agent or a buyer's agent?
Right now, I'm a listing agent. I transitioned from a buyer's agent. I think when you start in the industry, that's the easiest thing for you to start is to be a buyer's agent.
Okay.
And right now I transition into a listing agent, not only here, but also international.
Really?
You want me to tell you about it? So I have about
I
12...
did. She ain't even. She's driving.
I am driving. I'm a driver too. I love driving. I'm such a bad passenger when I'm in the car.
I like her.
Yeah.
In spite of you, I like her.
Right.
You always like my guests.
Not really. No, you got a couple, 2 or 3 I didn't like.
Thank you for asking.
Okay, you're international. Go international.
Okay, thank you. Well, I like you too, by the way. I feel like I should say that. Well, we have a lot of listings here. Conroe and Montgomery are my areas. I really love that area, exploring. And then I have listings international, Brazil and Mexico right now. I used to have some in Peru. And hopefully very soon from Portugal as well.
Well, see, I'm going to address the international side. No, I'm not. Dina is in regard to the Big 12 and the things we do. So,
Sure.
because she's somebody that can fit in the next group.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so the Big 12 has opened up to marketing internationally the listings you have and so forth, so that whether your listings here in Conroe or your listings in Portugal, wherever you are, can be fully captured by potential buyers.
Oh, very good.
So it's just one. This is one aspect of the Big 12.
Because if Carlos, if you can bring up the Big Pillsbury, one of the things that we do, we weekly train.
Okay.
And you have a collective of 11. You have 12 agents, 11 brokerages, all working together. So it's cross marketing. So you have a situation where you have 5,000 plus agent access with the multiple brokerages. That's one avenue. There we go up there. And then we also do international listing guide that's in both Spanish, Vietnamese, and English that we distribute. So we just sent it out to New York, Boston, Miami, Los Angeles, San Diego, and 8 South American countries. We didn't release the Vietnamese version because there are Vietnamese community pockets around the country that we're trying to identify which are the most affluent pockets and stuff like that. So we do things very differently. And those 12 ladies up there, give me the blues. Let me start right there.
I can see that.
Give me the blues. Right there, are not friendly.
Wow, they look friendly to me.
Yeah, they always look friendly to the outsider. Okay. But it's a program that we've instituted, and we would love to talk to you about joining the next 12-pack that we're
I would love to know more about it. Absolutely,
like
count me in.
But the fact that you're cheating on me with multiple title companies?
Let me tell you this. What I can tell you to follow up on cheating on you multiple times is that I'm a very loyal person too. So to me, is the ones that reach out, the ones that want to stay in touch, the ones that work with me. One of the things I do for sellers, for example, right now that I know it helps tremendously is when I'm meeting with them, I already have the seller net sheet.
Right.
I give them 2 or 3 scenarios. So the title companies that help me, and I know there is work involved in that. As you probably know, you need to look at taxes, you need to look at insurance, you need to look at so many things. But if you work with me, giving me this information, I can feed to my sellers.
Oh, like the stuff that I have on my website that you can put in the numbers yourself and you can just print it off yourself. I have that.
Okay.
Plus, I'm a growth partner and I'm a marketing partner. I'm not sitting there waiting for you to give me something. I'm paving the road for you to sell that to secure some more. Don't mess with me, damn it. Don't mess with me. Okay. We're going to take a break, pay some bills.
He told me. I just got
We're
told.
going to take a break, pay some bills. What's wrong with her? We'll be right back with Claudia Da Silva and Mac Blankenship and Dina Salazar. She's tough. Jesus.
Yeah, she ain't playing with
She ain't
you.
playing with me.
She ain't playing with you.
I ain't playing back either. Pay these bills, Carla. Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We're members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We've built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Are you great with people? You have professional experience? 91.1 The Boss wants to interview you as a sponsorship promoter. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
It's time to change. If you like country, we play it. If you like pop, we play it. If you like Latin music, we play it. If you like rock and roll, we play it. Because no one does fusion music like we do. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Mac Blankenship, you have no driver's license. I got this. So, Miss Claudia De Silva,
sir.
she of Chance Brown and Associates, CBNA. She thinks she's important, but I'm letting her know that I am the most important person in this studio here.
Yes.
Let's not lose sight of that anywhere in the universe world, okay?
I'm taking it all in.
I see, Claudia, you are hugely busy social media-wise.
Yes.
And tell us a little about you. You got your personal Facebook page, your professional, and your Instagram. Tell us how you are leveraging all this to build your business.
Okay. So as we kind of follow up from the first part of our conversation, I came here. I wasn't born here, right? So I came from a different country, speaking a different language, approaching things from a different perspective. And I had no sphere of influence, meaning I had no friends, no family. My husband and I, we both have everyone outside, different states, different countries, nobody. Okay? So imagine yourself going to a new country where you know no one, but now you're starting to build a business.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Social media, I hated it until that moment. I hated social media. I'm going to tell you, Facebook for me, I still have friends that will not add me back on Facebook because they are afraid I will quit Facebook again like I did 5-6 times before. That's not happening. Since 2017, I learned how to use social media and to actually convey on social media who I am as a person, to share love, to share light, to be positive, to connect with other people, to actually make real connections. And you can use any tool at your disposal to do the right. So I use social media. So I share with you guys 3 things that I'm doing right now. I do, you can find me under Claudia De Silva Realtor. That's the same name in any page. But I decided to start interviewing since 2017 people in the real estate industry, like yourself. Probably you are going to be one of my guests. Mac was already one of my guests. But to educate the buyer and the seller. I am not trying to promote to other realtors, to other, I want to educate the buyer and the seller.
Consumer-based.
And I come from a different perspective. I got here, I had to buy a house, I bought a few homes, and I had no clue what realtors were. I had no clue how the real estate industry worked in the U.S. That, by the way, is amazing. Texas alone is a playground. We are lucky and blessed to do real estate here. We don't even know how lucky we are compared to other states and compared to other countries.
I'm from California. I know exactly how lucky we are.
Yeah, so our association, HAR, I need to give a shout out to these people. They are amazing. HAR is an amazing association. And so I wanted to interview, give knowledge to buyers and sellers. When you empower people, when you educate people, they can make better decisions. And they will probably want to buy real estate if they know why and how and where.
And see, I'm a huge believer in educate, don't sell.
Yes.
If you educate them, then they can make a studious decision to buy or sell.
Absolutely.
But if you're trying to sell somebody all the time, you're going to lose them. And see, plus, you want to know it? I know how much courage you have. Everybody can't wear a beret.
Yes, sir.
Everybody cannot wear a beret.
That's right.
They can't.
That's true.
Everybody
That's
can't wear a
true.
beret. Yeah, so she rocking that beret.
Yes.
She is.
Thank you for addressing that. I wanted to share, I love the beret. It comes with my image, but the thing is, I always wanted to have something that reminds me, even though I come out as a driver, I know that there are other people that are as equal or more important as I am.
Oh,
I'm not
absolutely.
bigger than anyone else. So the beret reminds me
Speak for
there's something
yourself.
above.
Speak for yourself.
Sir?
Yeah.
He is something else.
It's all about
Then
him.
on Instagram, what I do is I want to connect with people. So Instagram is a tool for the next pool of buyers. Everyone in real estate knows, and we have been talking about millennials, right?
Right.
And millennials see the world through social media, but that doesn't mean they are disconnected at all. I'm sorry, did I just bust a bubble somewhere?
No.
We are not disconnected. So people want to connect, millennials want to connect. It's just that they use different tools than we did and I did when I was their age. Absolutely. And then on my personal Facebook page, this came about, you guys. So COVID-19 changed our life forever. And one of the things I was thinking is, why am I connected to all these people on Facebook? What are they bringing to my life? What am I giving to them? What value am I bringing to their life? So what I did is I cleaned up house. From 5,000 people, I have now a little bit over 1,800.
Right.
And what I did is I divided this group of people, and one of the groups of people are the people that I've been connected and I never met face to face. But why am I connected to them? So I went to look at their profiles, and guess what I found out? They are normally business owners, entrepreneurs, and they tend to give something back to the community. And I was like, wow, wait a minute. So these people are really interested and I don't know them. Let's fix that. So that segment, I do it on Thursdays, 11 a.m. is called My Facebook Friends. And every Thursday now, I started last week with Ju Wang that has an awesome marketing company. You know her.
Who?
Jun Wang.
Yep.
June. Yeah, she's our.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But see, but we are
Very
like
nice.
the same. We run in the same circles.
Yes.
We were connected on Facebook. And wait a minute. And once we started talking, it was like, wait a minute. We could be soul sisters. We actually like the same, exact same things, and we have the same views on things. So if we only would give it a chance to actually connect with.
Well, see, the reason we haven't connected before because I go to the AA meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning, and Matt goes at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh
That's
my
why.
gosh. Oh my God. Thank you for that. I can get very serious. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Point taken. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good lesson.
No, but see, these are very things I never thought about segregating who I work with, who I don't work with, stuff like that. I look for synergy because I teach.
Yes.
So I look for synergy in my classroom, who I want to work with,
Yeah.
versus through social media, who I want
Yeah.
to work with. Because our mutual friend Rena brought Mac and I together, and one of our first conversation, I'm big on collaboration, and we had to go through this conversation about collaboration. Now he totally gets it, how collaboration works and is integrated in the things that I do. Outside, he wanted to run me over in the parking lot sometime. I know that's what he's trying. He's trying to run me over. He tried to run me over when we came in today.
I did.
He did. He did.
Wow. You guys have cameras outside of it?
They need to if they don't.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm hearing from Claudia is just that she's an amazing human being that's determined. Many realtors get into the business and they come to brokerages and they're like, are you going to give me leads? Are you going to do for me? And stuff like this, where you have to literally get out there and, she came from another country.
She's working.
Without a sphere of influence locally. So she had to create her database and her clientele. Many realtors that were born here in the U.S. and so forth, they're sitting there, again, without clients and so forth. But it is a matter of how bad do you want it, and what are you going to do to get it? And so I really commend you for your
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's amazing testimony of how you have built your business, how you are building your brand, how you're facilitating outreach. But most importantly, your footprint has to be doing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because of the consistency part. One of the things that we talk about. It's about being consistent in the marketplace, in your message. Now, I don't say that name, but he's very consistent in telling everybody else that damn name. I just don't say it. He's
You know what name he's referencing?
No.
Mortgage Mac?
Oh, yeah, I love that.
No, me, I get a rash if I say it, so I don't say it at all.
Oh, I like Mortgage Mac. It sounds good. It's I like it. Great marketing.
But for a person like me, it's rash inducing.
Help people or trying to spell my last name right.
Yes. Yeah. I can say just fine, but yeah, I see that.
How
I
about
have the
mortgage
same
due?
issue.
Mortgage guy.
Mortgage guy. Mortgage due.
Mr. Mortgage.
Yeah. Mortgage swamp thing. Because,
Oh my God, they never stop.
Thank you for saying that, by the way. I really appreciate your comment because that's actually where the Instagram lives came from. Like that, this lady here that I first started this week, you were talking about there's still people that don't have clients, etc. But also during this whole year, a lot of people were at loss. Where is my business coming from? What am I going to do? And I am a person that tends, look, I'm not here without difficulty. It's not that I didn't go through things.
Right.
Like, believe me. But I choose to see the light. I choose to see the positive, to be inclusive and to share something that could help someone else. So actually I focus on interviewing people that actually were flourishing
Survival
during
skills.
COVID.
You got survival skills.
Flourishing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And inspiring others.
Yeah.
So that's where all of this
Mac, you
inclusive.
did good today.
Yeah,
you did good.
Aw.
You did good. You did good.
Go, baby.
Yeah. No, I don't need all that extra stuff.
Okay. No love display. Okay, too much affection.
No.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Claudia and I met through Drew.
Okay.
At
My favorite young builder.
Your favorite young builder.
My favorite young builder.
And that's how we met. And she's been a force with him, and he really enjoys working with you.
I love that. Thank you for that plug-in, actually, because I do want to talk about this. We're talking about in a time where people are like, there's no affordable housing.
Oh, yeah.
And if there is affordable housing, you guys, something that is reliable, where we have integrity. And actually, I'm a realtor. We do get offered to work with different builders and etc. And of course, we always want to have business. But for me, integrity was very important. I actually sat down with Drew and asked him, okay, wait a minute. Okay, it's affordable housing, but what are you trying to achieve? What is your intention behind this? So of course, like any other builder, he wants to grow, have maybe higher price points. But right now, where he is focused is to help families.
Yeah.
He's offering these homes. We are offering homes from 1,000 to 1,700 square foot homes, and the most expensive one is less than $160,000. And Mac has been helping these people get qualified. We have USDA loans. For those that don't know, it's 0% down, but you also offer other programs. And thank you for saying that, because he's doing a great work. Conroe, Lake Conroe Village, gentrification project. I'm so proud of being involved.
We love
project.
Drew. Big Drew and Little Drew.
His family is awesome.
Oh,
they
yeah,
really
they're
have
very,
a
very
good
awesome.
heart.
Yeah. So thank you for that. So Claudia,
Yes, sir.
thank you. But see, we're gonna bring you back because see, he didn't tell us that you were this dynamic. I thought you were just some other slouchy realtor that he meets. But he's slouchy realtor.
Yeah. You like that, huh?
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot of words today.
So he done brought a win. Who knew? But how do they get in contact with you, Claudia?
You can actually connect on social media. So if you just look at Claudia Da Silva, that's DASILVA Realtor, or you can give me a call, or you can give me a call, 281-898-8337. That's 281-898-8337.
Thank you, Claudia Da Silva, for joining us
Thank
today.
you, all of you,
and
for
we're
being
going to
awesome.
have you back.
Yes. Thank you.
We're going to leave him in the trunk the next time. But we're going to have you back and stuff like that.
Thank you for
But
being
great
so
job,
fun.
Mac. She's awesome.
Yeah,
But and anybody that can rock that beret like that. Well, we're going to pay some bills and kick Claudia out of the studio because she's been here too damn long.
Thank you, everybody.
Well, it's going to be a beautiful sunny day today, and we can expect much more of the same over the next few days.
Motorcycles are not invisible, but they can seem that way to drivers who aren't paying close attention. Look twice for motorcycles. There's a life riding on it.
Mixing genres and generations, all in one station. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We're members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We've built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station, mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas, 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM, The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Because he did not prepare his guest.
Oh my gosh! We're getting just. You're just
No
kidding.
kidding.
You're out of control, Will.
That was a bit over
Pull
the
it
top.
back up. Pull it back about 50 notches.
Welcome back, right?
It's the vodka. It's the vodka.
Yeah. Somebody spiked his water bottle.
Okay, he's not an idiot. He's lovelorn. Okay, we're going to welcome Jordan Smith of Goosehead Insurance. He's an agency owner, and he was brought in by Mac Blankenship. I don't say the other thing. Jordan, do you call him that other name?
Mortgage Mac? Yeah, dude. It's actually a requirement to get on the show if you didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that what you telling these people?
That's what I tell them.
It's not true, people. It's not true. Call me. You know, basically, if you say, "Look, I'm with you on the lovelorn thing, EL," you're welcome. So, so tell us about you and Goosehead Insurance, Jordan.
Yeah, so Jordan Smith, Goosehead Insurance. I own an agency. Goosehead is a brokerage who offers the power of choice through all their clients. So we're not just...
Let's share a little bit for me, Jordan.
We're not just selling one policy. We're actually advising and finding the right solution in the right place for the right customer.
So Goosehead has a window to a multiplicity of different insurance coverages and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So about 15 home insurance companies in this area and about 15 auto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so and it's cool because the system, the idea has been around forever, but the technology has not. And so the technology is now making it very consumer friendly, which is people want it now, so we can do it really, really quickly. And it just makes the process easier, where we can service the client better and give them an experience that they're looking for, but making it feel like one company's giving it to them.
Yeah, and because of the multiplicity of insurance carriers, Matt can then reach out to you if the debt-to-income ratio is a little off, to get a lower premium to qualify, but give the minimum coverage for the homes, for the mortgages.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because when you pre-qualify somebody, and and ultimately when they go write that contract, things could be different. The insurance could be a lot more costly than
Now, see,
it might otherwise be.
I got a question that leads to a question that you had asked
and I
me.
usually, if somebody comes to me with a contract, I'll usually, preempt a quote and get a quote to make sure that it's consistent.
Oh, just like you preempted me just now?
Exactly.
Okay, just want to make
same
sure.
exact way.
Okay, same thing. I don't like it. Okay. I was going to ask about if a house goes into forbearance, are you still doing qualifying for the insurance? Is that a qualification component?
So, people can choose to go into forbearance for up to 180 days, and there really aren't a great deal of qualifications other than making an attestation that you are having some financial challenges related to COVID-19.
Okay, the testation thing, explain that for the people that went to school in Texas.
You just have to, just attest to the fact that you're having challenges, but there's no real documentation requirements associated with qualifying for forbearance. Yeah.
Okay, this is my fault.
So EL's phone just kicked on by itself and interrupted you on purpose.
You saw that, right?
On purpose.
Yeah, he's preempting me again.
I would never do no such a thing.
Max started talking and EL punches the button accidentally.
Yeah.
That's not my fault. So, Jordan, how did you meet Mac? He stalked you, I understand. But how did you meet Mac?
Yeah, basically the new way to meet anybody, which is online, right?
Okay.
So we met specifically through LinkedIn and just started chatting with each other, had a few phone calls, and then started connecting and working together. And
I'm still trying to figure out why people like him.
I don't know. Well, it's easy whenever it's virtual. You don't really like.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
You don't have to really get to know anybody.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. See, Jordan is my friend.
I'll make it up, Mac.
He does too. He makes it up as he goes, and and it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that anything that he says is true. It's just relevant for the moment.
Mr. Fact Checker, you have yet to get me. Mr. Fact Checker. So, Jordan, how long you been in the insurance business?
Going on year 3. So two and a half years.
You're a newbie. Where'd you come from? What industry you come out of?
I came from corporate America, so ran a decently sized business. Got to do a lot of the small business type things that I wanted to, but ultimately, it was time to move on.
Okay.
And insurance had always. I've got a cousin in insurance, so I'd always kind of kept up with him.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go in the corporate world or you open your own business, we're always like checking on each other. I mean, this is my cousin with Thanksgiving with this, Christmas with. And he's a year older, and I was like, man, how you doing over there? And we just kind of kept up with each other. And in corporate America, I had a glass ceiling, and he didn't. And then some of the stories too, like some of the stories where he was able to take care of people that they had no idea they would be insured for, but he was he wrote it correctly on the front end. And that's where people have like a problem with insurance. They're like, oh my God, I got to pay my insurance bill because this is a scam or whatever. Well, not necessarily, because if your agent writes it correctly on the front end, you will be covered for almost anything. I mean, not nuclear disaster or government action where they kick in your door or something because you're running some kind of operation. But outside of that, I mean, there's really not much you can't be covered for. Okay. And that is the value add for Goosehead and shopping around too, because you don't have to sacrifice those type of things. Okay. Without, and worry about price at the same time.
But when you say kick in the door, you looked at Mac. I'm just saying.
I was preempting. I was preempting.
Don't say it. So, Mac, now, when you work with insurance providers, what are you looking for in an insurance provider?
I'm looking for someone that has a really good rate, obviously. Right. Obviously rate's important, but service is just really critical in that, hey, what I typically do is I'll get a quote, share that quote with the borrower, let the borrower review it, and just invite them to communicate with the individual agent, independent of me. Right. I like to get that quote up front just to make sure that payment is going to be consistent
in the numbers window.
In the end, with with what I've estimated that to be. And they can always choose their own insurance agent if in the end they want to do that, and that happens a lot. But I really like to because once I get the contract, I want to disclose as accurate as I possibly can. And there are instances where I've had instances recently where for some reason the insurance was excessive, much higher than my original estimate. But a lot of times that's specific to the property and not anything that I might be aware of up front.
Right. But now, Dina, when you deal with the insurance providers, along the same lines or anything different on the realtor side?
Well, typically I make recommendations of who they can use, especially if there's an issue, because some people are on a budget, and if they're having to escrow their taxes and insurance, that can blow them out of the water for certain properties. So, as he was saying that they go out and branch out to 15 other potential offices for the best rate. That may be the solution for many people in this case to get the best deal.
And and I've had instances where things come up during the transaction that you weren't aware of, right? And so the idea, when those things come up, it's you feel responsible to try to find a solution, and a lot of times insurance can be that solution when it comes to dealing with the debt to income ratio. Shopping that policy and getting that policy as low as you can possibly get it, that's within reason and affordable for the consumer, so that they can close.
Jordan, because of the multiple providers that you work with, when you put a quote request in, does it go out to all of them automatically, or you have to do them individually?
It does. It goes automatically.
So he just kicks back, hey, this is my top 3. Okay.
Yeah, that's the technology part that makes it really, really easy. And just to kind of piggyback on what you were saying, I mean, our entire company is really geared towards assisting people within the home buying process, and that includes lenders as well, right? And so we've got a separate service department that actually turns binders around within, it's supposed to be an hour, but they're operating at, like, last I heard, 54 minutes. So just like little things like that along the way.
They're good right there.
Really help everyone in the process, and there's no hold up from our side. And then outside of that, I mean, once these people are insured, they're our customers, and we want to keep them for life, right? And so we can't write a bad policy and expect to keep someone when they have a bad experience. And so that's really what we're about. And everybody operates a little bit differently within each individual agency box, but we're outpacing, and this is kind of public knowledge. We're a publicly traded company. We have one of the best retention rates in the industry because we're able to reshop after that second year or that third year if prices do go up. And so at the end of the day, the retention of best in class, our specific agencies actually performing 400 basis points better. So.
Okay. Hold that thought, Jordan. We're going to go break, pay some bills, and come back and finish up with Jordan Smith of Goosehead Insurance. He had the nerve to be friends with Mac Blankenship, but we let him in here anyway. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I really like what you said about the retention because, I have found in my career,
we have bills to pay. Didn't you hear me say we had bills to pay?
Yeah.
Well, why you was running your mouth?
Well, I'm not the producer.
Is that what you going with? Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We are members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
And we're back. Bills are paid. Mac Blankenship is still here. God help us all. Now, this is the final segment of June 6th, 2020, in the year of our Lord.
Okay, nothing happened.
Nothing
We're
happened.
safe. Okay, I always wait a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you didn't know, Jordan, this is the saint side of the studio. That's the devil side over there. Okay.
I'm right in the middle.
Kind of in the middle, right? I'm with
You're
you.
sitting next to the devil. You're sitting next to the devil. Okay. Now, Mac Blankenship.
Yeah.
Stop communicating your love life while we're on the show. I really need you to stop, all right? Because, you know, you're just ridiculous. I'm here to tell you that you're embarrassing yourself. Love is not a many splendored thing.
And you would know?
Because I'm 0-3.
Who's counting?
Right.
A prideful 0-3. Now, Jordan, I used to be with Goosehead, right? And you know April Metcalf?
No.
Okay.
I've heard the name.
She used to run Houston. Now she's in Austin, her and her husband Jake. April had me with Goosehead, but then she let me in on the secret that she shouldn't let me in. She said, yeah, you know, you could probably save a couple dollars. You go straight to the provider. Should have never told me that. She should have never told me that. So I went straight to the provider. You was talking about the retention part.
Which provider?
I don't want to.
No, because they're you have to be licensed.
No.
To sell most of them.
Oh no, I was with Progressive when I was with Goosehead, and I went straight to Progressive outside of Goosehead.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So on the retention thing, you can talk about retention, and you guys do have an awesome retention program because they reach out way ahead of time. On the retention, how do you stop what I did from happening? Or is that even way possible to stop what I did from happening?
Customer service, and then it doesn't always work like that. So Progressive is probably, I'm trying to think on the spot here, but I think it's the only one where you can go out and quote your own. As far as, because everyone else, especially within home insurance, you're going to have to be an appointed licensed agent with the state of Texas.
Right.
Geico, you can quote your own with auto insurance and Progressive. But outside of that, preventing it, I mean, hey, whenever I walk a customer through it, I'm walking you through why you don't need state minimum coverages, why you actually need, you know, why you need the coverages you do. And so if they want to take that, everything that they learned, and then just know that the market is always changing and there's always new details that you're going to need, then yeah, I mean, if they want to go on their own, then that's fine. It's their decision.
And mine came out that way because I have multiple vehicles, and I'm the only driver. That's how I was able to get a rate lower than staying in Goosehead because you know, so because you guys do it on they did it on a blanket, some vernacular and said I don't remember, and because it didn't make a difference that I was the only driver, they was charged me for each car, whereas Progressive Direct said, well, you don't drive you can't drive that many cars at one time.
And the one thing I would say is the rates are always moving. So Progressive is hot right now.
Yeah.
But they won't always be hot. They will slow down. Like Geico, whenever I first came in 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, we couldn't beat Geico in auto insurance. Now it's like we can beat them with 3 different companies. And so I think that also is, to answer your questions, like why you would want to stay. Well, the next time they raise rates, you're probably not going to know about it.
Yeah.
You're just going to pay. And
well, Progressive is my friend right now because they gave me a discount because of COVID for 3 months, so I'm good.
Oh, well, good for you.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to say with the senior discount.
Oh, wow. You're supposed to be on my side.
Thanks, Dina. That was good.
Well, we had
I
to get
appreciate
one
that.
on your side, just to even it out.
No, there's no evening out anything around here. This is the Real Estate U Show. I am E.L. Crane. I'm joined in the studio by Jordan. He sells insurance for no reason.com, and as along with Mac Blankenship, he's in love and he don't know why.com. And we and Dina is getting hard as hell to find her a husband.com. I'm E.L. Crane. They're not. This is the Real Estate U Show. We're here each and every Saturday at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central, noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific time. Mac Blankenship, the guru of mortgage with First Community Credit Union. He is very good at his job. Yeah, I said it out loud. We're not recording right now, though. We're not recording. You see it stop. Okay. But He did an amazing job, and I have to emphasize this again, with my oldest son to refinance his home. Ellsworth had not issues, but issues in regard to how his taxes were filed and his multiple W-2s and the whole shooting match, but Mac got him all the way across the finish line. But the most important part of Mac's job in getting my oldest son's house refinanced, so I did not have to talk to his mother. That was the most important aspect of that job.
So Mac actually won you over with that.
He won me over with that, because if I had to talk to her.
Oh, yeah, the text I got was priceless.
Yeah, I sent him a text.
He's like, thank you very much.
I appreciate that, because if I had to talk to that woman, all of Northwest Houston would have froze. I'm just saying.
Did he text Mortgage Mac?
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't go that far. He didn't go that far. No. But, one of the challenges in obtaining a mortgage today is traditionally, most mortgage companies require copies of tax transcripts, right? And the IRS has suspended that service for lenders. Right. And so the consumer, you, the buyer, the borrower, has to go to the IRS's website, irs.gov, and pull your own transcripts. And that can be a challenge for some people. And,
and Matt gave us the resources and the access to be able to fulfill Ellsworth's requirements to get his loan approved.
Make it easy.
Clear close. And he did. He did an amazing job.
Thank you.
And again, it's still about not having to talk to my ex-wife. That was the biggest part right there. Because I could just hear this grating on me right now. So he did an amazing job. So Jordan, who's your client base? Is it lenders? Is it realtors? Is it general consumers? Who's your
all
client
the
base?
above.
All the above.
All the above.
So how do they get in contact with you, Jordan?
What's that?
How do they get in contact with you?
Facebook, Jordan Smith Goosehead, Facebook, Jordan Smith Goosehead in Google. You'll find me. I've got a website.
He's the only Jordan Smith. You the only Jordan Smith?
I have my pictures all over the place. Just kind of like this card right here.
Oh, God, Jesus. He wanted them.
Mm-hmm.
He like Mac.
Yeah.
Except Mac show pictures of other people.
Hashtag Jordan Smith.
Hashtag Jordan Smith.
Pretty easy, yeah.
Hashtag Mortgage Mac.
Never going to be said out loud by me. No. Now, this is the Real Estate U Show, each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, noon Eastern. We're joined in the studio by Mac Blankenship, by First Community Credit Union, Jordan Smith of Goosehead Insurance. He is an agency owner. He's out here in Spring, as well as the lovely, my friend, Dina Salazar, who just deals with me and loves me in spite of myself.
Somebody has to.
Yeah, somebody has to.
Yeah.
She's probably...
See, that's the only kind of love I'm interested in.
Yeah.
The protective kind. That stuff you going through? No. Not gonna happen. No.
So, if you're a real estate person that's having troubles getting a deal because your client's blown out of the water with insurance, escrows kicking the budget out of whack, we should give Jordan a call.
Absolutely.
And see if he can't manage that. What do you usually suggest when somebody's trying to make their budget work for a home and they're coming to you with maybe a really extremely high quote from someone else?
Kind of a tight window. Yeah, I tell them what I tell. It's no different in their situation. We're going to go through, we're going to get them the lowest price, bottom line, especially for home insurance, right? And then at the end of the day, we're going to go through each and every coverage and say, look, this is where it's adjustable. So you need to be $200 lower? Okay. Well, personal property, let's talk through that because we can adjust that. Deductibles, we can adjust that. And at the end of the day, a lot of times the primary objective is to get into the home, bottom line. And so you can always come back and change your insurance, and they'll know exactly the points where they can do that. You know, so that's it's really no different.
I just realized something. Oh, y'all got patience with people jobs. I don't.
Yeah, we know.
You gotta be patient with people. You gotta be nice to people. I'm behind a computer.
Yeah.
Talk crazy to the classes I train.
Thank goodness for that. Thank God for that.
Y'all got all of the patience with people stuff. Y'all are not in a position to say slip and fall, but I am. So, Mac Blankenship, what you got coming up this week?
I have a couple of loan application appointments, but pretty much that's it.
Are you still doing the Zoom appointments?
Yeah, I do every appointment by Zoom.
Well, you don't want to see people anymore?
Unless of course, some people are just on the go and don't have time to visit and do that. But yeah, I have several closings, and because of COVID-19, we usually do a closing gift, and COVID-19, there was 2-month period where we just didn't get out, and it's interesting if I were to bring you a picture of our closing gift, you would think it was a COVID-19 gift, right? Because it has hand sanitizer in it. It has all of the little things that you might want if you're in the transition of moving.
Snub nose 38.
But and we didn't do it that way. We just felt like it was just a collection of items that people would need if they were while they were moving. And the last package I brought to closing, they're like, "Well, did you bring this because of COVID-19?" I'm like, "Well, no, I hadn't thought of it that way." But
no, you don't wash your damn hands.
Yeah,
that's why I brought it to you.
Yeah, but it has. Yeah, so I have some gifts to make up for some closings that have happened over the last 2 months. So,
okay. What's on your schedule for the upcoming week, Jordan?
Pretty much the same. We should do a COVID-19 welcome package, but we normally send out like a big Yeti cup that's plastered in, it's like a black plaster, and then the chrome writing coming through.
I wanted one of those today.
Yeah. Now see, because we just did a COVID-19 bag over at one of the brokerages we work with. We had everything in those bags. I gave lip balm and a flashlight keychain to everybody. This other person gave sanitizer, and another person, which I thought was cool, they had rubber gloves with the company's logo on them.
Very cool.
Really?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
All right, stuff like that. So, but people are very conscious of what's going on in the world today and stuff like that. Now, see, Dina, I can tell you what Dina's doing next week. She's going to be showing houses and commercial property, because when she closes, she takes me drinking.
True. Well, tomorrow I have an open house at 5002 Limbar, that home that was complete, that corner lot that was completely remodeled. Yeah. So from 1 to 3, Becky and I will be there doing
my favorite gangster.
Yes.
My favorite gangster.
So if you're in the area near Meyerland, it's a house, a one-story, beautiful
contemporary home.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Drop by
contemporary
and check
home.
that out. It's a very nice
Give
home.
me the address again, D.
It's 5002 Limbar Drive in Houston, Texas.
You got to spell it for these people that went to school in Texas. You got to spell it out.
5002 Lymbar.
There you go.
Limbar.
Yeah, see, if you're from California, you already knew how to spell Limbar, but not in Texas. You got to spell it out. There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
$450,000. That's an awesome contemporary too.
Yeah, and I mean it's has the lifetime transferable warranty with the foundation. All the plumbing under the foundation was replaced. All the windows are new, double pane windows. You have repurposed flooring that's just beautiful throughout the entire home. You have quartz countertops and that huge island, and open floor plan. It just really a lot of natural light. You have just a beautiful entry as well with a garden, rock garden as you walk up to the door. I mean, you just got to check it out. It's very, very
so
nice.
you'll be there tomorrow 1 to 3.
Uh-huh.
Okay. See, I only have one problem with that house.
What's that?
People will want to visit.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah.
Because you want to be by yourself. I live far enough out.
You need a gated community.
I need, right.
With security at 24/7 security.
That's right.
Man
Because
security.
my attitude is very, very simple. I always live at the point where you can't tell me you was just in the neighborhood. You have to be stalking if you're just in my neighborhood. Okay.
Don't forget your flood insurance in Meyerland.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gotta have it.
And this home had never flooded until Harvey.
Oh, Harvey got it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Harvey got him.
Yeah.
But again, it's been completely remodeled, and it's.
I like the contemporary style like that. I like that contemporary. Not all contemporary, but that's cool look right there. It does.
They did a good job.
It was a nice yard. So that's our good friend Jordan Smith. He's a new friend of the Real Estate U Show, and even though Mac brought him, we're gonna still deal with Jordan in the future. Because Mac's place is in the trunk. Okay. So tell the people, bye people.
Bye everybody.
Bye people.
Class is dismissed. This is the Real Estate U Show. We'll be back next week. Bye now.